your footwork weak, meaty, chopped, chips, or trash? Don't even trip. I got you. In this video, we'll discuss basic footwork for striking that anyone can do. So first and definitely most importantly, your hands should be up at all times, especially if you're at the beginner level. Now, I recommend that you keep your hands as high as your eyebrows just to stay on the safe side. If you notice the elbows are kept inward as they should stay inward to maintain proper technique in your punches and proper technique and defense to any punches coming near your head or to your body. If you notice my knees, I have a slight bend. Now, MMA fighters will typically have a lower stance to defend the takedown, but for kickboxing, a slight bend is sufficient. I also would typically recommend being on the balls of your feet, but you'll have to excuse my flat ass feet as I'm coming off a foot injury right now and dealing with a lot of heel pain. Now, fighting's like dancing, so your rhythm is essential. Whichever direction you choose to move in, the foot closest to that direction should always lead, and the opposing foot should then follow. This keeps you balanced and fluid while in motion. Now be sure to keep your stance strong and to never let your feet cross. Notice, I'm moving on the balls of my feet, and as soon as that left foot touches the ground, the right foot tags along. But they never come together and they never cross paths. Now let's see backwards. Now it's the same concept, opposite direction. If I'm going back, that back foot is running the show. When you get a little comfortable and begin a little rhythm, start to add in feints for a little touch of realism. I think at this point you're smart enough to catch on. The same concept applies when moving to your right or to your left. When moving to your right, the right foot should lead, the left foot should follow. When moving to your left, the left foot should lead and the right foot should follow. Alright, now that we have basic movement down, let's discuss fighting off the back foot. People who struggle with footwork generally struggle fighting off the back foot as well. It's ideal for a majority to fight off the lead foot, but obtaining the ability to fight off the back foot just broadens your game up all crazy. Now, when fighting defensively, we want to make our transitions subtle. We want to get out of harm's way, but still be in an ideal position to attack. Now, the best bet would be just to cut an angle and then attack. But there are times where you just have no choice but to fight off your back foot. Now I asked a couple teammates to move around with me so I can display some back foot fighting. Now if you see here, I use my lead hand. Instead of as a jab, I use it more to post. Now that post, after I take my step back, it's to keep him off me, and it also uses to set up my right hand. Here's what you don't want to do. I didn't defend this well and I almost got rocked with the right hand. You want to stay away from making mistakes like that. Now here was me. I used kind of an old hood trick. That's a slapboxing trick right there. So what I did was I took my lead foot and I stepped on his lead foot as he made his transition. That way it negates him from being able to pivot on any shots, and I also have room for me to land my shot because he can't move out of the way. I just got out the way of the attack, but I was a little too far because I wasn't in position to score. I just was out the way. Now, another thing when taking that step back, want to make sure you're not reaching with both hands. You want to keep that back hand up. I almost ate a shot there, so I know where I need to improve. Essential thing when fighting off the back foot is to work kicks. Now, if you have good kicks or you're a longer fighter, using kicks can keep people at bay, and it also can set up a lot more for your game. John Jones uses kicks a lot from the outside, but obviously you want to be wary about the takedown, and you also want to be aware of your surroundings so that way you don't end up in bad positions. Also very important is to work combinations and to finish combinations with a kick if you can. This keeps your opponent on their toes and it keeps them off your ass. Do you understand footwork better now, or did yours get worse? Do you have any other sparring or training struggles you'd like me to cover? Feel free to let me know your thoughts and what martial art you practice in the comments. Also, be sure to bang the like button, bang the subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram at Cully Got Hands. JuHeaaaard.
Do you really want it?